Look, I want to be much more emphatic. What's the hope? It's in that story. It's lasted a long time. Mangled, yes, but still there. God is our hope. Our hope that He is all-powerful and all-loving, creator of all, loves us, has no favourites. It's going to bring us up as His kids. That we're His joy, His meaning to living. We, His kids, can bring Him joy and hope. You love your kids, how much more does God love you? And He has no favourites. He loves us as He loves Jesus in the story, according to the story. Read John 17, chapter 17. Preferably in the King James Version. It's arcane, but you remember it easier that way. It's a bit odd, but it works. It's what works that counts. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge Him, and He will direct thy paths. Yet if you look at John 17, you'll see that it starts with Father. It says, I've given Him your name, and the only name He ever uses is Dad, Father, Abba. Over 100 times in John's Gospel alone. No other name really for God at all. Dad. He's making a point. What's the last verse? Let me just look at it again. Yep. There it is. And I've declared unto them thy name, Dad, Abba, Father, and will declare it, that the love wherewith thou hast loved me may be in them. That's you. He's praying for you and me. May be in them, and I in them. Jesus in us. As you said earlier, God in Him, and therefore God in us. Our Heavenly Dad in us, not just with us in fellowship, but in us. That's verse 26 of John 17. You need to know it. Take it as your truth. I've declared unto them thy name, Dad, and will declare it, that the love wherewith thou hast loved me may be in them, and I in them. You've got God in you according to this story. What's the point in believing anything else? It's everything, isn't it? It touches eternity, the eternal, the infinite. No amount of uncertainty can discount it. It's still eternal. It's still infinite. You know, if you were 90% unsure, but you still got 10% right, it's still an infinity. 10% of infinity is infinity. 0.00001% of infinity is still infinity of value. I mean, I'm a master of uncertainty. I mean, study-wise, academically, I'm an academic. Well, historically. I'm as old as the hills now, but, my study was decision-making and uncertainty. I found, bizarrely, what the investor's answer is to uncertainty. He has faith in the choice that he can choose the best assets to be in, put his cash into. I mean, it's all very worldly. But he's a person of faith, the businessman, the entrepreneur. He actually trusts that this is going to work. He doesn't know. He doesn't have enough information to know it's going to work. It just looks right, it smells right, it feels right. I'm going for it. And he goes bankrupt 2 or 3 times, but he gets there in the end. Because nothing can stop him. He's got so much self-confidence. It's unbelievable. Do you see? I'm just trying to communicate to you that this fundamental foundation of the Jesus story is what's made it really last 2,000 years. Not the religion. The religion's changed all sorts of colours and performances and rituals and so on, and is in an incredible variety state now to choose from. And I wouldn't, quite honestly. I'd choose the story. I come back to the story of Jesus. That God is our dad, and that's just everything. And when fear or trouble or worries seem to flood in on you, you reach out. I'm a child of God, and he loves me. And that's all that counts. And I love him because he's given me life and hope. All that I am, all that I have. Love you, Heavenly Dad. I would rather die trusting you than live without you. That's devotion, dear one. It brings tears to your eyes because of who you are. A child of God. By his grace and loving kindness and goodness. Our Heavenly Dad. That is the Jesus story. The rest is religion, what the world added. Theologies and philosophies and rituals and all sorts of things. Rubbish compared to the story. I'll say it again. Rubbish compared to the story itself. I don't mean worship the story. The story simply tells you, put God first, and you'll win. It's as simple as that. Love your Heavenly Dad. And now the tears actually running down my cheek. Would you believe it? I'm laying in bed at midnight. It's on my phone I'm speaking into. It's dark. I mustn't speak too loud because there's people in the house. And I'm trying to record. So it may sound a bit sort of suppressed. But I'm not suppressed. I'm alive. I'm full of life. Filled with the love of God. By its grace and goodness. And it's your heritage too. We are all made of God. Even the most desperate, awful, insane criminal that you could come across, mate. He's made of God, he's a child of God, and there's no way God's not going to bring him to the fullness of life that God values and loves. Why? Because it's his child, his creation. We are his kids. He doesn't know failure. How extraordinary. What a God. Never fails. Ooh. It's a bit heady, isn't it? Yes, of course it is. Love you, Heavenly Dad. Thank you, Dad.